Well, today is a good day, everybody. I have the new Nikon Z6. This is going to be my vlogging camera from here on out. So in the next few videos, I'm going to be doing a lot of tests. This test today is going to be just like a vlog. So autofocus test. I come down to the Salt River here to look for the wild horses, although I don't see any. So what I'm probably going to do is do a little time lapse, come back tomorrow and see if I can find them. Yeah, so I'm just going to hang out here, kind of look around, see if I can find something to shoot, and take you guys along with me. Alright guys, well that was a beautiful sunset. Now it's almost dark here, so I'm hoping that this autofocus on this low light, which I'm not expecting too much, it's probably out of focus I'm sure, but I mean if it has my face, I'm super impressed because usually low light, it's pretty hard to autofocus on any camera no matter what it is. I had the Sony A7 III and that always had a rough time when in this kind of light. So yeah, the time lapse is beautiful. I'm gonna go over a time lapse video with you guys for the Z6, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna head up in the morning. I'm gonna come back out, look for these wild horses. I'm gonna do some autofocus tests, more of them, just like the vlog style. Plus I'm gonna walk towards the camera, walk back, do some cinematic, B-roll type stuff using the autofocus, see how it goes. Said I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, well last night, that last clip I just showed you was me. It was almost dark, like it was so dark. I had it set at ISO 16,000 when I was shooting that last clip. So it was a bit grainy, but the autofocus actually worked pretty decent. I saw it hunt a little bit at the beginning of the clip, but then after that it kind of held pretty good. And I haven't done anything to that clip as far as any kind of noise reduction or anything like that. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I am back here now. I got completely clear skies, so I was gonna shoot a sunrise and still do some landscape photography, but so I think I'm just gonna kind of walk around now and see if I can find these wild horses, because I really want to do an autofocus test with them, and then yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the camera. Alright you guys, I found one at least, so we're gonna walk over, see if we can get it to do something interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna go over here and let's test this autofocus. Alright you guys, well that test went really well. When I tap on one of the horses, that would track them really well. It seemed like it works nice. Now there's some different settings you can do with the sensitivity and the speed of the autofocus drive, but the way it worked, the way I had it just set right now was just the settings that camera came with. I didn't mess with anything, so it seemed like I said, it followed the horses pretty well. It's followed my face so far really well. So now I'm gonna put this camera down. I'm gonna get out my D850 with the long lens, and I want to shoot some of these photos because man, these horses are beautiful, and the light is really good right now too. So. Alright guys, so doing the walking test here after I got done with the horses. What I set up was I set up on my tripod, and when I had my hat backwards, the face detection you guys saw worked really, really well. When I had my hat frontwards, the shadow in the face, it kind of didn't really track all that well. So what I had to do was when I walked up and I just kind of reached around, tried to put my face right in the middle of the frame, and reached around and just tapped on the screen. Once I tapped it, it followed my face and it was actually able to do really well. But when I had my hat backwards, I didn't have to do anything. It found me, no problem whatsoever. As far as vlogging goes, I think this camera is so much better than my D850 and any Nikon. This is by far, I mean by far the best Nikon's put out as far as video autofocus. It's not perfect, so I'm just really happy that I switched to the Nikon Z6 though, that I sold my Sony and that I can use the same batteries as my D850. It has the time-lapse functions, the intervalometers. So far I'm extremely happy. Like I said guys, this is going to be a series of videos. I'm going to go over picture profiles, I'm going to go over low light, which the low light I already kind of showed you guys a little bit in this video, which was really nice. I'm also going to go over Tamron lenses. I have a 15-30, I have a 24-70 f2.8, and I also have the G1 of the 70-200. So with that adapter, I'm going to check all these out. I'm going to try all these things. So like I said guys, a series of videos coming up, and like always guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.